Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more WWE Supercard. Now, as you can see here, guys, we are super close to Finn Balor, but we have had to drop down into the 3-point games. Now, this is a little bit unfortunate, but because of this basically means that I'm not going to spend the rest of the day trying to grind out the Samoa Joe, which I kind of thought was going to be the case. So I've not really been like prioritizing the RTG at the moment, but tell me in the comments down below, whereabouts are you in your RTG? Have you been trying? Have you not really been trying? I don't know. Tell me in the comments, guys. While you're down there, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. And we, my friends, are going to keep on playing. Now, it's been a really rocky road because, as you can see here, guys, if it wasn't for the fact of my cards still not being fully leveled up, I would still be doing sort of 5-point games really easily. But I still have so many cards that I'm trying to work on, and because of the fact that I keep getting pros, I've kind of prioritized working on getting the pro leveled up and obviously turning into a pro. That you can see here that people like my Seth Rollins, who has been a pro for ages, still isn't fully leveled up. My Chris Jericho is still being worked on being leveled up. Bray Wyatt is now a pro. I'm still working on leveling up the WrestleMania Alexa Bliss. There's crazy, like so many cards that we are still working on obviously getting fully leveled, that I haven't been able to really do all of them, which is really letting me down in terms of winning these fights. But by the time the next RTG comes around, whether that is going to be for a brand new tier or if it's going to be for the same tier, like I'm pretty sure it's going to be a brand new tier though. Come Tuesday, I believe they will go ahead and put the Hall of Fame update, which some of them cards are looking really good. Really good, some of the names that they're kind of dropping, but some of the names that they're kind of putting in, I kind of expected to be more of the higher tiers. Like Beth, for example, I didn't think that she was going to be a low tier card, but I thought she was going to be a high tier card personally. Stone Cold Steve Austin, again, they've put in a low tier card. So again, I thought he was going to be a higher tier Hall of Fame card, but they haven't released who the higher tiers are yet, so who knows who they could be. Put that down in the comments down below as well. One of the ones that I really want to see come back into this is Eddie Guerrero, and I don't want to see them put him in the lower tiers, because obviously Eddie Guerrero is in the game on the lower tiers, but I want to see him in a higher tier. I would love to be able to see him up in like the WrestleMania 33s or something, because he's such a cool guy. But you can see as well, like, we're still working on that Alexa Bliss and stuff. So there's so many cards that we are still trying to train up. We're trying to get them maxed out. But because of, as I said before, because of, like, for example, the Bray Wyatt, leveling up both Bray Wyatts and then proing him became my main priority, because of obviously after the Sheamus and the Chris Jericho, he was the next one that's going to benefit my team the most. Now we've got Finn Balor. Finn Balor is, well, we're going to have him after the next game. He's probably going to become my next main focus, so I'm still not going to be kitting out my big heroes anytime soon, because of the fact that I'm going to be working on him and getting him pro'd up and ready to go for the next event that comes through. But one thing that I did do, maybe this was a crazy mistake, but because I was so determined to get everyone with sort of levels. I wanted to get like the Chris Jericho leveled up a little bit, and I wanted to get like the Sheamus leveled up a little bit and stuff like that. And also I had the Alexa Bliss at 0 stuff, all of this kind of stuff. I did go ahead and use up a few of my ultimate cards, which now this could have been a crazy thing because I did go ahead and use up like 4 or 5 ultimate cards. Now, this is going to cause a problem maybe in the future if I start getting pros right now, but who knows? Hopefully I don't get anyone that I've just trained away, but let's go see what happens. We're going to go into our King of the Ring. I forgot about the King of the Ring because I was actually eating dinner at this time, and we actually went and lost the final. So we're not going to get that amazing epic card, but we are going to go ahead, elite card. But we are going to go ahead and get the ultimate card. Hopefully it's not a pro. Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, well that wasn't going to be a pro, so that's okay. But still, Shinsuke Nakamura, not bad in terms of cards. Now, the ring domination that we've got here, guys, this has probably been one of the easiest ring dominations we've had since I've been in the team. Now, the enemy team literally had one guy that had fully charged his cards. Everybody else wasn't charged, so I don't think we had a couple of people that didn't attack as well, I believe. So those guys have been sort of kicked out of the team now. So yeah, little bit annoying, but hey, never mind. We'll finally find people that are gonna grind. So let's go ahead, claim these rewards, see what we can get. Maybe we're gonna get another WrestleMania Pro. Who knows? Let's open it up and take a look. An elite Samoa Joe. So that's not too spectacular. Don't worry about that. We get the Miz, who is already a pro. No, the Miz is a pro for me. Nice. I'm pretty sure he is. And the epics, which no one cares about. So that was actually a really bad pack. We just got 2 epic cards. Are you serious? 2 epic cards? That's horrendous. But hey, never mind. We did just go ahead and get that Miz, which I'm pretty sure the Miz is a pro for me, right, guys? Let's go into our combinable cards. Nice, there we go. The Miz is a pro. The first one is completely done, so that's going to save me some time. The second one, obviously, we're going to have to get that pro'd up, but that makes it so that I have just got another WrestleMania Pro. That makes 4 WrestleMania Pros, which, to be honest, I think they're all compatible as well. Let's go into our rank mode right here real quick. And if we just swap you real quickly for the Miz, and then we also swap in the Chris Jericho. Okay, so it's not quite compatible. Yeah, no, it is compatible. That means we've got the Miz and Chris Jericho that can be a compatible tag team because one's left, one's right. And then we've got Undertaker and Seth Rollins, who can be a compatible tag team because one's left, one's right. So that is perfect combinations of heroes for me to go ahead and get. So we're going to have to really start working on that Miz super quick. And what I'm probably going to do is oh no, we can't win 5-point games. So let's just quickly click out of that. There's no way we can win 5-point games because we have to play so many WrestleMania Pros. So that's going to be a complete waste of time. So we'll just quit out of that real quick. Jump back in and finish off that Finn Balor card. Now, I'm going to have to probably throw a King... Or I wouldn't have to throw a King of the Ring because I can put that Miz into the King of the Ring and level him up. But what I'm kind of thinking I might do is throw a King of the Ring and level up everyone's games inside that King of the Ring. And possibly get myself an easy King of the Ring 45 games because I won't be expecting to obviously qualify. So there's going to be 2 things to that. One, I'm going to get some bonus... bonus games on all of the superstars that I put into that King of the Ring. but also I'm gonna be able to get the cards for coming in kind of like between like 10th and 14th, which is kind of where I want to aim for, so I can get a couple more cards that I can obviously use as training. Now, I know I could possibly just go all out and go for the victory and then just use those cards, but if it happened to be that I pushed all out and like this one that I just was in, I happened to get second place or first place, and the ultimate card is of use to me, then I'm gonna have the same trouble I'm having right now of I would need to train that card. Now, I can do that, that's not a problem, but because I'm grinding the money in the bank to go ahead and get that second Alexa Bliss, I'm not really getting any cards trained up. Because of obviously when you play the money in the bank, you don't get any card picks for playing the game unless you go ahead and spend the contracts on the 4 draft picks for 15 credits. Whereas, you know, if you think about it, if you play 3 games and you buy 1 pack each time, then you're talking 45 credits that you've used to get 12 picks. But you've gone ahead and got 120 contracts. So really, if you're doing that, you're only getting like 85 contracts for every 3 games you're playing, which is going to take you a long time to get those cards in the contract zone because of the fact that you're going to be losing 45 contracts every 3 games. So I'm not really prepared to do that. So I keep grinding out the contracts, but I'm going to have to sort of slow down on, I guess, the money in the bank and play the other game modes so that I can get some cards to obviously start training cards, because it's becoming a bit of a problem because of the fact that I'm getting tons and tons of pros. I'm finally slowly leveling them up and then they're stuck at where they are. So, as you all know, I could easily be WrestleMania plus plus, but because of the fact that I'm not able to constantly keep charging up all of the cards, like look at this, the Braun Corbin is still waiting to be leveled up. I've had him in the team for like 2 weeks, you know, so it's a little bit, I suppose, lackluster on my side because I've been focusing on the money in the bank and also been focusing on any pros that I get. So I don't know, but we're going to be leaving it here, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to continue to play the game. I'm going to continue to play the money in the bank, get the Alexa Bliss. I'm going to continue to try and level up that Miz, and I'm now going to try to level up and pro this Finn Balor because of the fact that now I have the Miz and the Finn Balor that I need to get working on. That's crazy because we have another 2 pros and we haven't even finished leveling up all of the other pros yet. So I think at the moment I'm working on something like 8 or 9 different cards, which 6 of them are kind of pros. So, you know, it's pretty crazy. Like you can see here, if I just very quickly come into here, you can see that we are still working on Chris Jericho. So that's 1. We're still working on Seth Rollins. That's 2. We're still working on Sheamus. That's 3. And we're still working on Bray Wyatt, which is 4. We're now going to have to start work. Technically, we're still working on the Elite Brock Lesnar as well, but now he's not actually good enough to be in the team, I don't think. So we'll probably be kicking him out. We're going to have to be working on the first Miz, so that's going to be 6. Sorry, that's going to be 5. Once he's pro'd, and then we'll have to work on his pro form. You could count that as 6. The Finn Balor, we're going to be working on his second card plus his pro, so you could say that that's going to be 7 and 8. And then on top of all of that, we're still going to have to be working on our Finn Balor, which still isn't fully leveled up, our Corbin, which still isn't fully leveled up, our Bobby Roode, which still isn't fully leveled up, and our Samoa Joe, which still isn't fully leveled up. So, you know, we're doing a lot of work here. Alexa Bliss still isn't fully leveled up. So, you know, and then on top of that, we're going to have to start working on, in amongst all of that, we're going to get our second Alexa Bliss payback, which we're going to have to work on and then level her up. So we're currently working on a good 15, 16 cards, guys, but it's okay. We'll get there eventually, hopefully before the next tier comes out, but who knows. That's going to be it for me today. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets.